past me.
You return intact. Nagati is not always kind to those who travel upon her domain. A messenger from the jaws of Tangaloa speaks with the voice of wisdom and change, I say. It is fitting that yours should be the voice that tells of Hasongo's fate. What did you see there? The snakes are on edge. Where comes this new boldness? Far be it for me to complain if they make trouble for outsiders. What of Aethys? If you know why he terrorizes the Deadfire, speak on. If Aethys makes for Magrin's teeth, I say the Rathun will grind him to dust for the praise of their warrior matron. Even if they fail, it will be an enemy cleared from my plate. This is the gratitude of Nagati, I say. The fiery children of Magrin devoted to their mother with a fanatic zeal. Bothersome, but the least of my troubles now. From Port Mage to Hasongo to Magrin's teeth, Aethys follows a rich vein of Adra. It takes him northeast to more interesting territory. In the deepest memory of the tribes, we have told stories of Magrin's teeth. Embellished sailors' fables, Akira, but not without some truth. My people speak of treacherous seas, lakes of fire, and the ancient warriors hammered to life on Magrin's anvil. Ashen Maw is the grandest and most accessible of the peaks. It is the sharpest tooth in Magrin's jaw. Prepare yourself for a fight. Akira, would that our resources were not so entangled in other parts. I cannot send ships to Magrin's teeth any more than I would send paper dolls to a furnace. If you make preparations in Neketaka, I say we can help each other. I must keep the city's peace, and I have only so many arms and eyes. While the Deadfire screams, I would see Neketaka outlast the storm to come. What I need is a lasting peace that will outlive my dynasty. But I will accept peace of mind for now. What do you know of my Watershapers, Herald of Bareth? Akira, if you recall history, then you know why I am protective over the Guild. My Watershapers are the levy holding back Rawatai's advance. An adept standing at the prow of a war canoe is enough to send the fleet scrambling for the shallows. This reminds me. I owe the Hazanui a basket of koiki in remembrance of the Battle of Nekaro Atoll. While the problems of Aethys and overindulgent admirals plague these waters, I have summoned the masters of watershaping to Neketaka. Now would be the time to confer with Guildmaster Myru, but she does not answer my summons. Akira, for this I employ a Guildmaster. And a Watcher, but I say the arrangement is flexible to change. The Guild can suffer no setbacks. If Myru shirks her duties, her queen would know the reason. Nagati, do not abandon us now.
Lamp. What happened here?
We must do what we can do.
Go no further. There is a situation in the guild hall.
What say? Where is Myru?
For what did Nagati send you but to lend your strength? All is under control, I say. But the building is closed until Myru cleans up the mess below. Ikira, when the dust settles, I will see that our sisters and brothers are honored properly. Naga swam in from the waterways of our sanctum. We pressed back until they fled underground. Then Myru gathered her forces for a stand at Pariki's tomb. I am to guard the staircase, while she routs the last of them. Ikira, but Myru is fierce for her years.
Snakes could not have caused that tremor.
Ikira, we felt the quakes even before the serpent showed up. Not snakes, I say. Unless they brought a battering ram. We are Watershapers. Onikaza knows we can walk over a few snakes. Myru, though. I say she would not turn down reinforcements. I do not know. With great purpose, they throw their bodies back to Rikuhu's bowels. I say this is personal. They strike with anger, not conviction. Ha! I say you will have to run fast. She could cut through Naga like a harpoon through blubber. I will remain and dispatch any snakes who slither past you. Good hunting.
Real quiet.
I see a predator in the water.
Hey, watch it with that.
No need to ask twice.
I'll handle it for you.
Dim the lantern.
Whoa, look.
Oh, a curse on all snakes.
More where it came from.
It will be so.
I won't let you down.
Swallow you Myru! Oh, gods, look what they've done to you!
Peace to Kehu. I gave back 10 times what I took. Too many, even for me. Helps when you have something to fight for.
You're too stubborn to die, old shark.
For once, Kehu, just listen. The rod of the deep. Ugh, I've lost it. Taken. You'll need to find the rod. Get through the stone door by the entrance. Wards. Failing. Hurry, before it escapes. Pitied is Ngati, Lady of Lament, as the pearl orb of the heavens.
Myru? Myru? By Ngati. She's dead. The words of Pariki's devotion, I say. An old prayer to Ngati. It must have meant something to her. Myru told us to seek a rod. And a door. A vague plea, I say. But I would honor her last wish. Akira, the others will see to her once we've cleaned up the last of this mess.
The wheel. How it tugs at me. Akira, and how bright you look. At least in death, I can complete a thought. My rod and the words of Pariki's devotion will open the way to the inner sanctum, past the sealed door. Pitied is Ngati, Lady of Lament. As the pearl orb of the heavens crosses her view, her eyes well with tears, as constant as rain. But the moon's skyward journey continues apace, the lover's affection as ephemeral as fingers touching. You must strengthen the wards, no matter what it tells you.
side are you on?
More where that came from. Warlock just ran up. Did you feel that? All big word and raw.
Hey, that wasn't half bad. You mean something.
On us.
Naturally.
This would be a great fishing story.
Perfetto. I am thrilled as always to walk into a dragon's lair with you, Watcher. Your path is littered with the creatures.
Holy gone, but it's beautiful. And I'll bet smart as a whip and just as mean.
Have you come to deliver me from this prison of my own making? Then I take it you have not, and the city has forgotten me. I am Scyorielaphas, Guardian of the Isles.
You ever consider a nickname? Just give it some thought, is all I'm saying.
What is this? One of Andra's whelps?
Hello.
Vessel of yours someday, but we will return to that. You can only be here for one reason. You serve the Huana. This prison is built on a foundation of their lies. You stand in the sanctum of the Watershapers, those who make parlor tricks of Ngati's art, an art in decline. The Huana Covenant has failed. With each grain of sand surrendered to outsiders, Ngati draws her favor away from her chosen people.
I only know an interpretation of Ngati's covenant, but Akira, it is possible.
The Guild hides how their acolytes struggle. Their ancestral forms no longer respond as they once did. Soon, there will be no Watershapers to remember them. When their mighty talent went into decline, I gave the Huana the strength to raise the very sea against our enemies. For my generosity, they bound me to this chamber by my soul.
This cannot be true, I say.
The half-breed's naivete is charming. I see why you suffer his company. And now the Deadfire dies in my absence. The luminous Adra shrieks in agony, calling out for a guardian. The Huana of ages past could have shaped the very Deadfire to their liking. Now their backs have turned against Ngati's covenant. Their art is an echo of its former glory.
By Ngati, he speaks true.
Your disgrace. So pure and concentrated. Clever Pariki twisted the forms of her art. Rather than give obeisance to Ngati, they draw from the wards of this prison. None but the masters of the guild ever knew this.
Mother, Ngati never told me this, I say.
The goddess and her insufferable tests. She never raised a fin to deliver me from this prison. You are a watcher. Of all the kith who could have entered this chamber, how intriguing. Believe what you will. My duty to the archipelago is all that matters. Freedom comes like the tide, and the Deadfire heeds my call. I sense a rod among your belongings. My gift to Pariki, my covenant with the Huana. Another broken promise. It made the enchantments of this prison and can destroy them. It can set me free.
We have a responsibility, I say. But if he speaks truth, the Huana are better served if he remains.
Your opinion is irrelevant, half-breed. The Huana have chartered their doom. I will not mourn their passing. Neither will I speed it along while they stand against the foreign tide. I will tolerate your curiosity. That is a duty as old as the islands themselves. In ages past, there were 3 guardians. They watched over the Isles, the Adra, and lost Ukaizo.
That is similar to the tenets of Ngati's covenant.
You are perceptive for a fish. A city where kith spoke to gods. The heart of an empire. I know only what I hear. Ukaizo was gone before my time. Even its myth is dust and ashes. Creatures of unparalleled age and power, bound, like me, to strengthen the Huana. If they still lived, no foreign ship would trespass on these islands.
Kara, there is too much running through my head, I say. For another time,
The fish is not ready to know what he only now suspects. Ukaizo is lost beyond all memory. Better to forget that monument of hubris. As outsiders threatened the Isles, the power of the Huana waned. Crafty Pariki sought me out to strike a deal. She used my soul as a crutch for her Watershapers. In exchange, she vowed to protect the Adra.
Diverus. We mine it and refine it. Most of the Huana seem perfectly content with the arrangement.
I am not most of the Huana. I am the jaws of the Deadfire. Look upon me. Are you surprised that the Huana do not keep their promises? I came as an honored guest. The Watershapers grew strong, and new conflicts replaced the old. When I resolved to go, my captors left me here, cheated and howling in the dark. Periki and her crew forged wards that anchor my soul to this chamber. I am not chained here, but I am compelled to remain. No, my soul is not for the taking. Not by you, or any of the outsider spirit thieves. How, then? You have a plan for this mad scheme of yours? Very well. I give you one chance. Time has weakened the wards enough that I can leave this cell without you. There will be a debt of pain that I have no wish to incur. Betray me, and I will summon as many waves of Naga as it takes to shatter this prison. I feel irregular, lighter, but there is an absence as well. The burden of this prison is lifted. I will return to the beloved Atra. Mercy, only for those who showed mercy to me. The rest, should your hopes darken on the high seas, you will feel a welcome chill as my shadow passes over your deck. Depend on it.
Captain, a word. When I joined the Guild, I was a fish in a dream. Watershapers were the keepers of our oldest covenant, protectors of history, heroes, I say. Now I see the Guild only for what it has become. Ikera, a perversion of the oldest Huana art. Ikera, even if this faith was a lie, I do not want to tarry in this house of regret a moment longer. My thoughts will be clearer in time. You are kind to listen, I say. You have questions? Ikera, I have answers.
Onikaza will want your report, I say. Periki should have known we could not keep a dragon forever.
What madness has its clutches around Periki's overlook? The mountain shakes, bellows of anguish echo over the wind. And a shadow rose from the streets to cover Queen's Birth on its way to the sea. Now the traders look to me for answers I do not have. Nothing but panic and contradiction make their way to my ears. Tell me what happened. You do not jest.
About many things, Highness. Not this, I say.
For what did the Guild endanger my city with this creature? I will hear Myru's report. No, to lose a teacher of Myru's skill while Rawatai points their cannons at us? Tekehu, my sympathies. I know yours was a turbulent apprenticeship.
Ikera, the Guild, they fought bravely, Highness.
Send every bird for my master Watershapers. Tell them to cleave the ocean in half if they must. They will come to Neketaka now. I once told Myru she was not allowed to retire while Rawatai's fleet darkened my ports. Nagati is not done testing me, I say. Kahanga legends tell us that our ancestors made compacts with the creatures of the Deadfire. Send for Ranga Hauhua of the Wapua tribe. If she could soften the hearts of my cats, I say dragons are not beyond her.
Ikera, but I cannot believe... Highness, would you trap another of Ngati's ancient pets?
I would go any distance to protect my people. Can Nagati's chosen say the same? Speak on, Watcher. As surely as a tide swelling over the shore, I feel you are not finished. Then Pariki's students had an advantage in their lessons, I say. And Myru's after her. If water shaping is not as our ancestors taught it, we cannot reckon how much of the original form we have lost. What became of the dragon, Watcher? If the power of this beast strengthened our guild. What Pariki did was no kindness, I say. But her actions helped students of the guild to learn our most sacred art.
I am not feeling very sacred today, Highness.
Tekehu, what was the dragon but Nagati's gift to the Huana? You are out of practice interpreting your mother's omens. This is more valuable to me than every cannon in Rawatai. Thank you, Watcher. Akira, it will be a nightmare to appease traders and admirals seeking recompense for shipwrecks. But what is a queen if not the one to toss in her sleep while her people rest at ease? My water-shaping masters will arrive soon, and I say the guild will be stronger for their guidance. But a queen's work is not finished until she has endured all of Nagati's trials. I could send birds to every Ranga and rally them to our cause, but Neketaka needs more than strength. We need pure Huana fury. We need the Wahaki. My brother calls the Wahaki the last true Huana. He's severe on the Kahanga, but I do not call him wrong. You dealt with them peacefully on Motare Okozi. I am hoping you can make lightning strike a second time. The tribe hates all foreigners. Passing ships are attacked on sight, and explorers never make it back to the beach. I have hesitated to let the trading companies see my teeth, but those days are behind us. Filling the seas with Wahaki war canoes will strike terror in the heart of even Rawatai's Iron Fleet. Sail for the Isle of Oryokoiki and return when you have an answer from the tribe, whether fair or foul. The island lies northwest of Neketaka. There is a phrase which will protect my royal herald. Over crumbling mountains, across blighted seas. If you remember this, it could save your life. Write it down if you must, but recall it when the time comes. The Wahaki are not a trusting people.
And to my tribe, the Watershapers were keepers of the past, our connection to the ancestors. How the guild heaped praise on Ngati's chosen. How they congratulated themselves for acquiring me, I say. My cage was a gilded one. Their dragon, he was not so lucky. The guild teaches a likeness of Ngati's art, for shame. But they posture before outsiders like masters of old, to inspire the world with Ngati's gift. This is my calling. None of this changes how I feel when I practice the forms. Like swimming over an ocean trench, I say. But Pariki twisted my art into a perversion. An echo of what it should be. The guild must change for the Huana to grow. I say that as Ngati's message delivered through her son's mouth. I will bring a change not seen since the days of our ancestors. Our legends speak of the covenant with Ngati, one that defined the tribes for generations. The ancestors gave her unwavering devotion, and she gave them a gift. Losing Ukaizo severed our connection to the gods. Over time, their gifts diminished. The tribes have never needed Ukaizo more. With Ngati's blessing, I would bring Ukaizo to them. Nekera, talent like mine was once effortless, I say. Our birthright as Huana. Our ancestors could raise islands or divide the seas. No warship could stand against us. Now only a fraction of us remember. The bleached bones of the past? Lewd sculptures? No one knows what the Huana left behind. And there is little enough for us to guess by. An island, a city, a dream. The best of our people, before Cataclysm buried it under ash and waves. Others call it the heart of the Huana Empire. More still, call it home. Nekera, but sometimes I wonder if we lost the Covenant for a reason. And if Ngati's chosen should choose his own path. Whatever we find, what better crew than friends to find lost Ukaizo on treacherous seas? Nekera?
I'm glad we got him excited. Makes me wish I knew how to sail.
Did you hear that? We're friends, him and I.
Captain, you have let the handsome fish do all the talking. I needed this. Thank you. Nekera, let us be off.
My handsome fish is intimidated by his own potential. How upsetting for him. See the anxiety that takes shelter behind his confident smile. He has worn that since he was old enough to swim. I could always plant the Covenant in his dreams, but that would spoil the fun of Ukaizo. My final test with Huana. Help him to rise up from crawling. Help him to stand and walk as a man, as a god.
Still with us, Captain? I had no desire to bore you with my inane chatter.
I will hear you, outsider. Tell Onakaza that the Wahaki accept her authority. If the time comes when she needs to show foreigners the breadth of her power, we will be there.
My scouts tell me that you sail from Oriokoiki. Do the Wahaki pay the crown obeisance in whatever eccentric form suits them? You have united the Huana with our missing limb. Prayer and the wisdom of Kohoba will help steer my next course. I will send for you in time. Speak freely, Herald of Bereth.
I'm with you. You can trust me.